Good morning, all. Today we are going to start with the rapid growth in the number of devices connected to the internet. Okay, so in the last class we have seen some of the IoT impact where we found like the IoTs are very impressive. Okay, some around I have given you the count like 14 billions the things has been connected nowadays with the internet. Okay, so if there will be a connections in that growth rate, so we will have sum up like 0.06 percentage, and you can predict by 2021 or by 2022 it can reach up to 50 billions or 100 billions of things to be connected, right? So here, if I will put all these things into a graph, there I have given the graph till 2020, but you can see you can expect the same thing till year 2021 also. So here, if I'm going to start with the rate of growth with your billion of devices, so what will happen, you can see the blue color line where it suggests you the world populations. Okay, and also you can see through that how we are going to have the connectivity. Okay, so how the things has been connected with your number of devices. So here there will be in like if I'll consider if I'll not consider only for the India, if I'll consider for the UK government also, there are some around 100 billions of objects has been connected. So that is the meaning that they are very much ahead from India. Okay, so they will have the more profits and more cost savings towards your new connections era. And most of the time they used to get $90 trillions where they have connected with the things and all. Okay, fine. So now here you can see whatever I have told you. So there will be the connected roadways where they have shown that the rapid growth with the number of devices, how it has been connected to the internet. So you can expect some around 50 billions to 60 billions in 2021 where the smart objects has been connected towards your things. Okay, so here we have predicted that the things is nothing but in persons where we have connected with your objects. So moving towards your next slide, here I have the terminology that is connected roadways. So what do you mean by connected roadways? How we can connect everything through the roadways? So this is nothing but, this is like the self driving car, or you can say that it is like your autonomous vehicle. So what do you mean by these autonomous vehicles? Here they have done, the researchers they have done a variety of literature survey, and from the decades they have found the reality how it is happening. Okay, so in reality all the well known projects are known as your Google self driving car. Okay, so I hope many of the students will be knowing about this concept, what is this Google's self driving car. So how the IoT has been utilized in this Google self driving car, I have one image also, I will show you that image, where you can find out how the necessary components has been connected fully, like a transportations infrastructure they have given in such a nice gesture, like it looks like a transportation transportation mode where it is known as the self driving vehicles, other or else you can say it as a autonomous vehicles. So how the IoT is allowing to do all these things, or you can say that the better interactions towards the transportation system. So all these things are known as your bidirectional data exchange. Okay, try to remember all these points like a story, so that whenever you will write in your answer sheet, it will be it will be very easy for you to explain. Okay, so how our IoT are going to allow your self driving vehicles or autonomous vehicle, how it is going to be interacted in your transportation system. So here you can see that everything will be bidirectional data exchange. Okay, so where they can provide the data to the riders how and where to go. Fine. So that is the meaning that these self-driving vehicles are very much reliable in nature, and very much like adaptability towards your communications, and all the data whatever we are transporting, all these things, everything has been connected towards your sensors. So as it has been connected everything through the sensors, that is the meaning that we can reach to the fully potential things. Okay, and in these connected roadways, why we have given the name, because it will be associated with the driver also, and you can say that it can be associated with the driverless cars. Okay, and everything will be fully integrated with like your transportation infrastructures, whatever it has been necessary, it has been fully integrated through that. Now let's see how it looks like. It looks like something like this, which is known as your Google's self-driving car. So basically what will be here, there will be some sensors which will be reside inside the cars, and they will monitor automatically, like your oil pressures, your tire pressures, temperatures, and everything, all the operating systems whatever has been enclosed inside this Google self driving car, automatically it's going to be evaluated. Okay, so it looks like in this way. To have some more points here, we can go to the next slide. Here whatever I have told you, the sensors will be inside your car, and they are going to monitor all these various elements automatically. And from the behind way, the steering wheel, the driver, how it can access all the datas, and how it is going to control the car in each equipment, how it has been placed, like you can say your steering wheels, pedals, everything, you know better than me, the car apparatus and all. So how everything has been connected automatically with the sensors. Okay, so what will happen, thus in this kind of sensors, it will collect all the informations and it will control all the functionality. Then the driver will understand that how to handle, how to drive, and how to concentrate on the critical decisions, suppose something happens, how all these things through these sensors only the driver are going to concentrate. And also you can see this is nothing but this is the replication value of your internet of things, which is also known as IoT. So nowadays what happens, we want to say very safely, we want to drive very safely. So if I will consider this kind of sensors, and if I'm giving that all the informations through my sensory elements, then I can replicate my by using this internet of things, and I can save on a large scale. So that is the major benefit from your Google self driving car. Okay, so moving towards the next slide, here you can see. So today nowadays what's happened, we can see the mini automobiles where there will be a thousands of sensors. Okay, and everything can be measurable, wherever your device is located. Nowadays you know that you can book a cab where everything, the locations where the cab is right now, everything, all those things you can check it out, right? So how it is happening, because everything is, all the sensors has been IP enabled, where you can communicate with other systems if you are inside the car or you are outside of the car. So you can through this IP enabled system, you can communicate with the any of the automobile systems. So here what is happening, this is just an example of your automobile system or manufacturing things. But if you are going to check it out anything else, like wherever the IoT has been already replicated in a large scale, you can consider the entertainment, you can consider you can watch the movies also inside the car. So how all these things are happening, so have you thought over anything like how it is happening and all, how the systems has been connected with each other, how the IoT systems have been worked out. So these things and all has given through this IoT system only. So in addition to that, if we want to implement any new sensors or any new communication technologies, then the vehicles can talk with the other vehicles, or you can make that like through this traffic signals or school zones. And suppose if you have some other elements which you want to implement on your transportation infrastructure, then that time what you can do is you can connect all these things through your IoT systems. Okay, so in that way the mode of connectivity will be in a profitable way, and also you can save you it will be a cost savings. But while doing, we may face some of the challenges. So the challenges can be on your safety, the challenges can be on your mobility, the challenges can be on your environment. But we can avoid these challenges also. We have the solutions, because in US governments and UK governments they have implemented it very nicely. We can have, or we can overcome all these challenges which has been addressed by the connected roadways. Okay, so whatever the challenges I have told you, it has been mentioned over here. The first challenge says that the safety. So what all are the supporting data we need to have this safety? So here you can see in US Department of Transportations there will be 5.6 millions of crashes happen only in 2012. So that time what happened, more than 33,000 fatalities got. So in that way IoT, how it is going to be implemented or enable on your empowered drivers. So to avoid all these potential crashes and all, we can reduce the number of lives lost each year. So how we can implement, that was the biggest challenge in 2012 in US department. So how it has been implemented and how it has been like I cannot say that 100% it has been implemented, but still some of the percentage the safety challenges has been increased. Next challenges we came through, that is mobility. So in this mobility what happens is, we have the billions of cars on the roads in all over the world, right? And all these vehicles has been connected with some of the operating system, or you can say system operators. The meaning of operating system may be different, but here we are talking about the system operators and the drivers, how they can take the decisions by connecting with the things. Okay, which in turn it can give you some like 5.5 billion hours of travel delay per year. So which can reduce the more critical things. Okay, so the communication in between your transiting things or emergency response vehicles, or you can say the traffic management, all these things can reduce your potential delays. So in this way the challenges has come, and these all are some supporting data which we can avoid the challenge on mobility. The last challenge was on environment. So what happens in your environment if we there was a survey on your American Public Transportation Association. According to that survey, what happens is, in each year, all the transit systems, whenever we are if we have collected, it reduces the CO2, that is carbon dioxide emissions, 16.2 million matrices. Okay, so we have to, if you want to have a good environment, so definitely we should have some real time information which we can make the green transportations, right? So that also, that challenge is also somehow it is going on to find out the solutions in a way. Last thing, like continuing with your connected roadways, here you can see that there will be these challenges whenever we will found some of the challenges, how to overcome that challenges, that will be more benefited to the society. Okay, so how this benefits has been included, how we can have the benefits. So first thing is, we have to reduce the traffic jams. Okay, and also we should have the urban congestions, through which we can reduce the some of the challenges. Okay. Next one, we have to decrease the casualties or fatalities. Then we have to increase the response time for the emergency vehicles. So that it is very much important that we should increase the response time for our emergency vehicles. Okay. Then the last one will be for the vehicle emissions, how to reduce the vehicle emissions. That also, all these things has come out with all the surveys. So now the example is like, what we can have is, all these things can be possible by connecting IoT connected roadways. Just now we have discussed everything on the connected roadways. So now if everything will be connected with your IoT, then the concept will be known as your intersection movement assist, or IMA, which is quite possible to avoid all these challenges. So here what happens is, all this application will warn a driver that it's not safe to enter inside like any of the high probability collision which is going to happen. Or suppose if another car comes in another way which is coming in a wrong lane, or some kind of information it will pass to the driver, so that it can stop proceeding further. So that kind of things is possible if we will move towards our IoT connected. Okay. So here you can see how these applications has been implemented, and how this application of IMA has been insisted. Okay. So here it will see, here you can see the diagram over here. Here one in a wrong direction, one driver is there, which where it is going to warn that wherever the IoT, see, you can see that circles where it is saying that it is not safe to enter an intersection. Like here we can, there will be a traffic, so we cannot enter as that there is a person who has come into a wrong lane. So this kind of applications, if it has been implemented in IoT, so IoT with connected roadways, so in this way we can avoid the intersection movements. So this IMA is one of the possible roadway solution where we can integrate IoT with both traditional and self-driving vehicles. So this is a very much important possible roadway. So you can have the question like, how the IoT has been connected with the roadways, and what all are the challenges it got, and how what was the solution for these challenges. In that question you need to mention all these things. Okay, whatever I'm telling you in today's class. And also with this like you can track your automated vehicles wherever. If a vehicle will have the locations and all, we can notify the arrival times, the theft preventions, and the highway assistance and all. You know, everything is in Google Map. We are using the Google Map wherever we are going, and we have the IP enabled. If suppose something happens to the car somewhere, some like due to the theft and all, so we can find it out. And also like the notification for the arrival time of your cab, and where is the cab right now, everything is the vehicle tracking system. You know, many of you have done the project also on that. So it is very much of interesting by enabling this IoT system, right? So now this kind of now today's typical road where we are using like the car utilization is nothing but a millions of lines of code it is in that way. If we will compare, it's in that way. So as cars continue to be connected with everything, so definitely it will be having some capable of generating the continuous data streams. Okay, whenever the car is connecting with like, because as we have a self driving car, definitely each moment will be captured with the lines of code. So we are going to have the huge amount of data streams. It can be related to your locations, it can be related to your performance or driver behavior, or much more. Okay, so in that way the data whatever we are generating, it can be possible. You, if you will see that, it will be very amazing to see, because for a single car we are getting a huge amount of data streams. Okay, so here so continuing with the same topic, the next thing you can see the connected cars. Okay, so what all other things should be there inside the car, so where we can connect everything. So here we should have the wireless sensors and wireless routers, urban connectivity. So what is the work of your wireless router? What it will do? It can provide you the online entertainment and mapping or dynamic rerouting or safety and security, where it is going to connect with your internet, right? So through the internet you can have or you can track all these things through your wireless routers. Now the next term comes like connected sensors. What you are going to do with the connected sensors, you can transform all the data to your actionable intelligence. What do you mean by actionable intelligence? Suppose if I have inserted that start the vehicle, okay, just command I have given like start the vehicle. So that command has to be transformed into your data, so that automatically the sensor will understand to start the vehicle. So that kind of data we have to convert into your actionable intelligence. The next one will be enable the proactive maintenance. So what you are going to do in this enable proactive maintenance through this automated sensor. Suppose something is going to happen, or oil is not there, the oil pressure, everything, if you want to check it out, it can maintain, like the maintenance it can provide through the sensors. Then the collision avoidance, you know that the collisions, like it will give you the notification that if suppose something is going to happen or it is in the wrong lane or something, some notification, if he wants to give to avoid some kind of your collision, then it will be very aware of to give that. The next one will be your fuel efficiency. Definitely, how much fuel is there now and what is happening, how much it can go, how much kilometers it can go further. All these things, notifications, the sensors can give easily. Last one is urban connectivity, where we can reduce some congestions. Okay, that is very much important. We can increase the efficiency, we can avoid all the hazards, so that the safety is the first priority for all the human beings. Okay, so this is about your connected cars. So now whatever I have explained you through your diagram, the same thing is here in a slide. So here what happens is the car sensors. Okay, these car sensors, they can, and they can interact with always the third party applications. Okay, so what all are your third party applications? It can be your GPS, it can be your maps, or anything, so that it can provide you how to avoid the traffics, how to avoid the accidents, how to find out the safety of you, right? So always these car sensors, just remember these car sensors will be connected with your third party applications, like your examples, like your GPS system or Google Maps or anything. Next point is the if you want to have the internet based entertainment, or including, which includes your music, movies, or any other streaming things or downloading things and all, so that time you should connect these things with your routers, that already I have told you. It can be personalized, or it can be customized to just optimize your road trip, right? The last one is nothing but all these data opportunities will bring to play a new technology, which is also known as your IoT data broker. Okay, this new term you need to remember. You cannot write something else, whatever you want in your exam paper. You have to write the concept, the new technology about your IoT data broker. So we have to see that how the IoT brokers has been connected and how it is happening and all. So these things, the use cases of all these things, we can see in our next class. Fine. So this is all about your connected roadways, where it used to give us the biggest growth areas for all the innovations. So that what will happen, all the automobiles and the roads, they will have an incredible change over the their change, like in terms of your, you can say, the highway systems which is adopted by the world. If they will adopt all these sophisticated sensor systems and all, so we can avoid all varieties of like car accidents or weather condition also we can find out the traffic congestions also. So this is just a advancement in your roadways where this kind of your sensing technology, or else you can say this is also known as your fiber optic sensing technologies. All these things has been connected through your IoT devices with speed and type. Okay, so this kind of explanations, it is very much important to have the connected roadways, like your automated automobiles and all, right? So that was one question. So your this slide, whatever the slide you can see now, this is for your next topic, that is other applications, how we can implement the IoT things in the connected factory and in the smart connected buildings. So this topic I'm going to teach you in the next class. So till now, today we have completed one more question which can come for your 8 marks, that is how you can how you can implement the connected roadways with some current challenges, and how you are going to address all the challenges. Okay, so you need to write down all these things in detail. Hope you people have understood this. Thank you.